So Dmitriy, who has many talents, including their web company Vision Tech and Influex. Some of you may be clients, you may not, I don't know. But either way, I'm just going to let Dmitriy do his thing because I'm sure it will be magical. So thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Initially, we were planning, Joe and I were going to do a podcast up here, and about 10 minutes ago, I had this calling through listening to the last day and a half and all the talks about addiction and artistry, genius recovery, and really just the journey and roller coaster of entrepreneurship that I know each of you has been on in your own way. And I've also been writing poetry the last day and a half, just observing what's happening in here. So I've chosen that instead of writing a new piece of poetry to kind of recap at the end, I had this gut instinct to share this piece called Castles in the Sky, which is around all the things of the entrepreneurial journey, especially this struggle with addiction and artistry being an outlet for that addiction. And then Joe, you mentioned one of your hardest times was a relationship that ended as well. So this is actually when this piece came to mind for me. As the context for this is summer of 2016, everything in my life was seemingly perfect. Was dating somebody who I thought was my dream girl. Everything in business was just coming together so well. In my community, I was virtually a local celebrity in San Diego conscious community, and everything was going so well. And I was living in a house called the Skypad, literally like a castle in the sky. And fast forward a couple of months, and everything is starting to fall apart. I replaced my gym habit. I was in the best shape of my life with a cigarette habit. This was right after the dream girl broke up with me, and that relationship ended, and literally everything is coming crashing down, and I entered one of the darkest, most challenging periods of my life and my career. On the other side of that, I wrote this performance. So I wanted to share it with you, as I think you'll find a lot of deep resonance and emotional connection with it. Many of you see me on Facebook, and maybe you're envisioning a man who exists to make a stand on a mission to expand all the light that's living in our land. And while that's true, and this vision is so grand and I give it what I can, there are also days when I'm barely gripping by a strand. And everything I've worked for is slipping in my hands. If you could sit and understand that I'm crippled by demands, trying to manage expectations of a life that I've built into a brand, living in a prison that I planned. So I sit here cigarette in hand. Am I living as a man? Can I live it up and have it all? Sure, with cigarettes and Adderall and a little bit of alcohol and sparks light in my bowl on the dark nights of my soul. Just a shadow of hope, using tobacco to cope, to numb myself from my fear. How the fuck did I arrive here? See, living in the Skypad, I started building castles in the sky. What I mean is, I was building castles in my mind, feeling all the magic that's inside, revealed it through the passion in my eyes, visions for my mission as the moments casually passed by. Minutes turned to months, and now I'm massively behind as I wake up and touch base with the reality of life. And I sadly realize that all these castles in the sky were just a fragment of my mind. And my reality is actually a radical demise. And life feels broken in emotions. I feel hopeless in the ocean. And my world is like an ocean. I'm crashing in the tide. In this battle, I disguised that I was shattering inside, asking myself daily, does it matter if I die? I did die. And it's from those ashes that I rise. It starts tonight. This martyr died, but I'm still here because he was just an archetype. This is just the start of life. This is just a spark of light that brightened up the darkened night, reconnected to the heart inside, to love myself and the art I write, to express myself as an artist. I express it through the art of life. Through these sentences I'm present with, the essence I express within the lessons that my presence gifts, learning to just be here with myself. Yearning to just heal with my breath. Returning to revealing myself. Learning to just be where I stand. Because no matter where I flee, there I am. And I can run for days. But I can't run from this desire to run away. So instead of choosing to run, I stay. Turning to God, I pray. And in that connection, I hear this reflection. Don't run from the battle, even if you run to the light. If you run from your shadow, it will run your life. Fuck, you're right. But if I sit here with myself, I feel worthless as fuck. And I get mad at myself for not working enough. But I'm still mad at myself when the working is up. And I justify it all by saying that my purpose is tough, but is it really my purpose? Is it worth all the struggle? See, God speaks when it's quiet. So I'm turning it up. Because I don't want to listen to the words that the earth is erupting as right now they're telling me my purpose is nothing, but I'm addicted to the hustle, like I'm working for something. Convincing myself I'm a soldier protecting this world from the devil, and the truth is I move so fast, afraid to stop because it's cold in the emptiness. And I just need you to be with me. Just tell me you believe in me. Tell me what you see in me. Because right now, I just can't see it in myself. And even though I feel it in my breath, my ego is enveloped in this feeling that I'm dead. And I don't want to say I need you, but I need you. For my strength. Because right now, I feel I'm bleeding to my death. And I know that's just my story, and I know that you're here for me, but I feel so alone. It feels real to my bones. And I need you to hold me. Just for this weekend. Console me. Don't let my demons control me. What's that? You're leaving. Don't go, please. Just for this weekend, I know I just don't see it. I'm sorry. Fine, I believe you. I'll go. I'll release the resistance. But just know, if you leave me, you'll witness the increase in my living, the increase in my business, the increase in my wisdom, in my ceaseless commitment to my meaningful vision. And I thought you were my muse and the key to my mission. But it was always this music that feeds my ambition. Through revealing my truth, I feel peace in my system. So I let go of you in the dreams that I live in without retreating to a dreamless existence. Because I'm still dreaming, I'm building, I still believe in my vision, and I'll keep on believing as long as I'm breathing that I'll have a reason for living. And my little red handbook left me with this wisdom. Here's a test to find out if your mission on earth is finished. If you're alive, it isn't. You're still alive. It isn't.